attempting another any percent. Again, the ultimate goal is to be under an hour, because that, again, keeps us in good timing for our estimate for UKSG. But, you know, PB would be nice as well. You know, the 5503. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. An hour's okay. Like, I don't mind an hour long category. With an hour as well, you can have little mistakes here and there, and it's not really the end of the world. Like, when I think of when I do Squirm, which is like 20-ish minutes, at that point you're really not inclined to allow mistakes. You kind of just like, you hit a mistake and then you're like, fuck it, I'll just restart because it's only, you know, 20 minutes. But with an hour-long run, you know, you can lose, you know, a few seconds here and there and it's okay. Would you look at that? Dodge and weave. I thought I'd messed that up for a second. Oh boy. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just build it. I think I just need 4, right? I think 4 is all you need. Ah, bollocks. I think it is just 4 you need, not 5, but oh well. Yeah, these cutscenes do get a bit annoying. The one that actually bothers me the most is the one where you get the engine. That one just seems to take forever. Would love to skip them, yeah. Fuck off, man. I need to look again at how you do that bit. Because you can definitely boost over that. Oh no, it looks like 5 is the correct height. Actually, you know what? Only losing 4 seconds there, despite messing up the build and also accidentally destroying the junk pile. Honestly, not bad. Short circuit, like, this is one of the ones where the PB is not... The PB is just not going to happen in a... The PB strat is not going to happen in a marathon. It's so difficult, that jump. Like, I don't know how... I don't know how Avortua does it so... makes it look so easy. Like, look at that. I don't even, like... There is a setup to it. I might not even bother trying to do... Like, I might not even bother try and do the trick unless I can nail it. It's one of the ones that I think I need to do more just sort of practice of, you know? Because it's such a difficult trick. Oh, come on, that's not fair. Imagine being brought down by this level. Yeah, it might be, considering the setups we've been getting for other stuff, it might be one of the hardest tricks in the speedrun. Now that I think about it. Like, when I think of everything else you have to do, like, obviously, the thing I usually fuck up the most is live bait, but that's just because I'm bad at the game, not because the trick itself is inherently difficult. I always die on live bait. That's just like a predestined outcome at this point. It'll be interesting to see. I assume that the Blaster Disaster upset is still present. Like, I don't know how long it persists. I assume it's just perpetual. That one, I wouldn't be surprised if the team do fix anything. That would be one I would expect them to fix, because that's quite a bad one, because that affects regular gameplay, not just us weirdo speedrunners. Like, that affects just regular time trial, you know? This should still be okay. Oh no, that does reset. Doing a full... Interesting. So finishing the game does reset it. So you need to do the setup each attempt. That's very interesting. Not that it really matters, you know. We've got a robot here that... That's a very interesting thing to note. If you've completed the game, it resets everything. I mean, that was still faster than my best. That was still better than my best, even with the... with the having to see the extra cutscenes. Not that the cutscenes are particularly long, but... I realize, well, if I'm a bit slower in replying, Lindblom, it's because I fucked up which tab I've got open on my left monitor, so I have to glance over to my... which is what I look at, have the corner of my eye on, because it's where my timer also is. So, yeah, I promise I'm not ignoring chat. I'm just... It's not a monitor I can glance at as easily. The actual monitor where I keep my OBS. Alright, let's try not to mess this one up this time. just want to double check. Yeah, okay. And I think that goes like that. And that goes there. And that goes there. Ah! Oh my god, it would help if I actually looked where I was going. Holy. Oh, what? Listen, okay? Everybody has the level. Everybody has a level that they suck at. Everybody's allowed a bad level. And this is mine. I'm staking a claim on this right here, right now, as my bad level. Oh my god, please don't tell me it's still going to be faster than my PB. Yeah, you're right. No, I absolutely am. That was the problem. I was whacking my head. It's still faster than my PB. Oh, that is cringe. Okay. Fridge too far. The order is so important. I wonder if it's easier to go right to left. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try going right to left. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure I will. I just want a couple of extra pieces here. That's what I wanted. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on, Roy. I have a feeling that Roy was probably meant to be in another time. Roy was possibly meant to be a character who appears a bit more often, but there might have been time constraints there. I'm just guessing. I don't actually know, but it's a vibe I get. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, it is. We'll get closer. go. I think there'll be a Junkster 2. I don't know. The team, like, this was posted on LinkedIn, so I think it's okay to say. The team unfortunately went through a round of layoffs towards the end of the game's development. I think just funding was... This game came out, like, quite down to the wire, I think. That was really close. That was way too close for comfort. I think they have... I think there's definitely the... Yeah. I think there's definitely the seeds there, because there's a lot of stuff that I've seen that isn't in there, and I think Frank did post on LinkedIn about having ideas for a sequel. So never say never, but it really depends on how well Junkster does, I think. Restructuring. Yeah, I don't even know if it was that. I think it was... Again, I'm just going off of what I saw on LinkedIn. I don't want to say too much, so I'm not trying to, like, shit talk anyone or anything. Like, it is genuinely difficult, especially when you're, like, a small or medium-sized studio. It can be really difficult. Okay, this time feels a lot better. Because it shouldn't take 45 seconds to do all of that, to do this cutscene and the next one. The longest cutscene to me, I think, is the one where puts the engine in. That feels like the longest one. Summer best 49.10. That's not right. My summer best was... What was it? I thought my summer best was 48 something. Huh. Not sure. Good, not good, not good. Ah, yeah. Wouldn't be live bait without me fucking it up. I think I was too obsessed with trying to collect pieces there, to be honest. When I can literally just do this. This might have been a mistake. We'll find out. Nope, that wasn't a mistake. That was okay. Not great. Not terrible. Oh yeah, like I don't think the game has ever cost more than $9.99. I think it's always been cheaper than a tenner. Like that was their entire strategy. It was like really, you know, release the game for a much more economical price. Yeah, I need to just like. I think it's like no secret that that I am not much of a builder. Oh. Especially if I'm not much of a builder on the fly either, so... That was still my best time. I think that first run I really did need it as a warm-up because it had been a couple of weeks since I last played. Those diagonal people, yeah, diagonal makes such a huge difference because then if you get one thing diagonal, everything else is then just diagonal as a result, so you can speed the process up so much. I think the diagonal at the base is better. Yeah, I think it was just what came to hand. I just need to I think I just need to experiment with that one. Like, that is my least favorite level. Live bait is my least favorite level because I always cock it up. Make it at least a little bit easier to jump onto this time. Oh, nice. That was my first mid-air grab of that. Very happy. No, stop it. There we go. Yeah, I think I would put live bait as my least favorite level. Just because I'm so, I think it's mostly because I'm just so bad at it. And I think Fridge Too Far. Fridge Too Far is rough just because it's long. And a bit random as well. It's so weird that it's the only boss fight in the game. Like, that's the thing that I find most strange about it. It is, yeah. Oh, no, it's huge. Honestly. Try and get the pattern better this time and not spend too long on this level. Ooh, bit risky on the health, so need to make sure I don't have any bad jumps because that will kill me. That's not good. Is that right? I think I've got my placement a bit off there. I'm not sure about this one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, no, that's actually kind of fire. That was actually easier than what I was doing before. I do runs with plenty of X. Yeah, like, honestly, for me, I'm just a sucker for the aesthetic. Like, I like the aesthetics of my splits, which is why I'm so bad for that. Like, putting actual useful descriptions into my split names would probably help with some of the stuff I've done in the past, but I like the, but I do quite like having little info, making them look nice. Like, my could have two splits up. That is true. That is very true. I could have a second live split instance open. I feel like at that point, though, I just use speed guides live. Which is what I was using prior to today. Presentable and not presentable. Honestly, the R is fine. The R's really doesn't make that much of a difference to it. But yeah, you should... My squirm splits, I'll show after this, actually. My squirm splits, I spent a lot of time structuring them and making them look really nice. And I love split icons as well. I go to great lengths to try and get lots of cool split icons. Oh, I did it again. Ah, the sprint has betrayed me. And again. Fine. No sprinty. Unbelievable. Being betrayed by the thing that has betrayed me every other time I've used it. Who'd have thought? Who would have seen this coming? That the sprint would betray me. You know, it's not like it happens every single time I use it. But I'm just like, no, I gotta go fast. Icons are lovely. Thank you. I was quite happy with these. Like, I went in and screen grabbed, yes, just screen captured all the comic books. Okay. Well, a time loss there for arsing around, but of all the levels to lose time on, it's fine to lose on this one. Silly. Yeah, no, I like how my splits look. That was honestly, I spent a lot of time getting the Junkster splits to get, when I was putting them together. I was like, nah, they gotta look good. They gotta look like this. Gotta remember as well, on this one, I do not need to smash that thing to get the extra. I do not need the extra two. Or the extra ones in that pile. I'm convinced of it now. Seven should be enough. If I build it right. And that is very much building it right. That was a really, really good tower build there. Really happy with that. Bollocks. Yeah, I'll go through my different game splits after this. I think that could be fun. The only ones I was never truly happy with was Valkyria Chronicles. Because the only splits I could really get is like the mission map, but that's too big and has too much detail. Like, obviously, the comic books have a lot of detail, but you can tell what they are. The mission maps in Valkyria Chronicles don't really tell you anything, but they're the only thing that's like a distinct way of identifying the splits, which is a shame. So, I just need to remember not to use both the staircases. I use everything but one staircase. That's the strat. Must remember that. Yeah, I never finished. Oh, I love Valkyria Chronicles was my first speedrun game. I never got very far in it. I keep saying I want to go back to it, but realistically, obviously the world record time's is faster than this, but You know, if you're getting sort of started out with it, you're looking at a 2-hour speed run, which is a big, you know, that's a big time commitment. Two hours for stuff to go wrong is rough. Nice. Oh, first try. Let's go. That was a fun thing we were doing in the Valkyria Chronicles community for a wee bit. We were trying to theory craft an all medals run on that game, and we were just sort of, like, we didn't even have all the numbers in our head, but we were just sort of looking at it and going, guys, based on this alone, it could very well be like a 7-hour speed run, because to do an all medals speedrun of Valkyria Chronicles, you need to complete it at least twice, minimum, so that's a couple of hours each time. And then there's all the farming on top of that, and then you might even need a third completion, I can't remember. Stand there and you don't get hurt. Nice. Oh, come on. I could have made that jump. Doing pretty good for time here. I should maybe do some forfeits where if I die, you know, during the run, if I die on live bait, I have to donate X amount, and for every fuck up I do on puzzle matching, I have to donate as well. That can be my incentive. Every unintentional death is a tenner. Because there shouldn't be that many. Maybe a $5 for safety. Yeah, every unplanned death or self-destruct is a $5. Let's try and do this bit a bit faster this time and not die as well. Oh, well, spoke too soon. It's so tricky. Because you want to make sure you land more to the right-hand side than to the middle. But if your timing's off, then there we go. That was okay. Death, death aside. And it's pretty consistent to do. Like, I'm glad that once I figured out what I was doing there, I was able to hit it more often than not. Or a sour sweet. Oh god. Just have Arg with them in the back. Behind. You'd have to take over commentary at that point completely. I'd be down and out. Oh yeah, no, I can't wait. Oh, I can talk for Britain, don't worry. Yeah, I mean, your commentary is really good, to be fair. Just for the Saturday night. Oh, I guess you can travel home. Oh, you might not get Monday off. Ah, fair, fair. I've booked in for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But because the prices are so high this time, I'm crashing with, I'm sharing a room with Blob Studios this time. Normally I would never do room shares for like anything. It's just not my thing. But I was just like, all right, the prices necessitated a room share on this occasion. I live Sunday around 9ish. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I pretty much all my holiday, like, I don't do too much for my holidays, so a lot of it does just go to UK. Well, there's kind of like this fixed amount at this point that just goes straight to UKSG every time. I need to make sure I have enough for UKSG Red, actually. Not really been thinking about that. I get the Monday off, but the Sunday night. Nice. I come up on the Friday purely for the drinks and everything. Like, that's literally the reason I booked for the Friday night. And it's like it's a silly amount of money to be paying just so you can go to Wetherspoons the night before, but I do enjoy it. And it just makes it easier to get there for the opening ceremony as well. This is one of the hard. This is one of the tricks. This is one of the tricks that gives me the fear. It's really not too bad as long as you don't mess up. Like, as long as you remember to jump back on the second jump, it's really not that bad. But it's so easy to get the fear when you can't see ahead of you. I'm already off the entirety of your Oh, nice. I guess that's the advantage. Sometimes one of the advantages you can get with shift work. I'm on a very, I'm on a consistent, Monday to Friday, 10 till 6. Or 9 till 5 if I wanted. But I do 10 till 6 because I'm a night owl. I like my I do late nights and lions. That's how generally how I operate. I mean, realistically, I'd probably... I just need to see what it looks like, timing-wise. I booked the Friday and Monday off because, you know, why not? But there's only 2 days, you know. UKSG, you know, green is only 2 days of holiday for me. So red would just need to be 3 days. So as long as I've got 3 days in January, it would be fine. Right, let's try and get this set up right. Yeah, that felt like a good jump straight away. You know, you just feel it. You know the coyote time has done you well. Ooh, baby. Do you think you're going to submit for red? I'll probably submit Squirm again, because, you know, why not? Just get back on the grind. And then by the time next green comes round, the Squirm remake / sequel might be out, so I can submit that as another sort of, hey, new game released this year. Because I can guarantee you that will be taking up, like, all my time once it launches. When the Squirm remake comes out, that will be my speedrun time, because Final Fantasy and some other things for sure. Nice. That was very dumb. I need to, at some point, I feel like I should volunteer as well at one of these events. I just don't know what yet. And I know the whole point is you can volunteer to sort of do anything and you'll get taught it, but still. I think that's going to go over. Yeah. Might be one too high. I don't know if it's going to fit. I like how the physics does. It's cool that the physics is actually in place whilst that thing's whilst you're placing it. That's kind of wild that it works that way. That's not too far off my best, actually. There was a little cock up at the end. All right. This is where the things can go wrong starts again. Like, we've been on pretty easy. We've been in easy streak for now. But now we're back into the things go wrong section of the run, right at the very end. So I need good vibes from chat. bit fast, but I'll take that. I will absolutely take that for this. I'm gonna even do safe route for Star Wreck. Like the one where we build first. Just because A, it's what I'm gonna do at UKSG, I think. I think we've just established the other one is just, yeah, I'm gonna build first and I'm gonna target jumping after the fact. Good. Oh. Oh, I thought that was a bad one. Yes, let's fucking go! Summer best, baby! Best possible time! Sub 50! So clean. Honestly, the setup is life-changing. I've just realized as well. Fucking let's go. I actually sub 40 IGT. Maybe I think it's gonna be 41. I need to say as well, I think I actually split that a bit too late, because realistically, the RTA should end the moment you enter the portal, because that's when you lose control. Let's find out indeed. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, all that it means is that my next run will be, you know, I'll save that time when I remember to split correctly. I'm just so used to doing it after it says next time, but, you know, obviously you enter the portal, that's... Oh yeah, thank goodness for an IGT. Yeah, honestly, any game dev who puts an IGT in their game, just kings. I say this as a game, though, I would love to, you know, whatever game if I work on a game that makes sense, you know, that is like anything like any kind of single player game, I'd be pushing for IGTs. And I'd be pushing to make them easily available. Oh my god, look at that time! I was trying not to say anything throughout the run because I didn't want to jinx it, but I was getting that good feeling. That was clean. That is the standard I would like. Not necessarily perfect as that, but that is the kind of standard I think would be really good to show at UKSG. I think if I showed that run off at UKSG, I'd be really happy. All right, main menu. Oh. Ah! You were right. I thought it was 6 minutes of cutscenes. Not 7.5. Holy. Where does that put me? Yeah, that's only 5 minutes away from Avorto's insane run. Honestly, peak. And again, Avorto's insane run got things like the level 3 Yeah, that's an easy verification. I'll have the video up on YouTube after the stream's done.